When Pharaoh refuses to let the Israelites go, God sends frogs to overwhelm Egypt, invading homes and daily life, though Pharaoh briefly asks Moses to pray for relief. He hardens his heart again once the plague is removed. God then sends gnats, a plague the Egyptian magicians cannot replicate, forcing them to acknowledge, "This is the finger of God." Yet Pharaoh still refuses to listen. Finally, God sends swarms of flies, devastating Egypt while protecting the land of Goshen, where the Israelites live, even when Pharaoh offers partial obedience. He acts deceitfully and hardens his heart once more after the plague is lifted. The Lord sends a deadly plague on Egyptian livestock while clearly protecting the animals of Israel, revealing his power to distinguish between his people and their oppressors. When Pharaoh remains stubborn, God sends boils on people and animals, humiliating even the Egyptian magicians. Finally, God announces a devastating hailstorm, warning Pharaoh in advance and giving him an opportunity to listen. The hail destroys crops and livestock across Egypt, yet spares the land of Goshen. Though Pharaoh briefly admits his sin and asks Moses to pray, his repentance is shallow. Once the storm stops, Pharaoh hardens his heart again and refuses to let Israel go. First, God sends a devastating plague of locusts that consumes everything left after the hail, leaving Egypt barren. Though Pharaoh briefly admits his sin and asks for prayer, his repentance is shallow, and his heart is hardened again once the plague is removed. Then God brings a plague of deep darkness over Egypt for 3 days, a darkness so heavy that people cannot move, while the Israelites live in light. Even then, Pharaoh attempts to bargain with God, offering partial obedience, but Moses insists on full obedience. Pharaoh's final rejection sets the stage for the decisive acts that will follow.
We give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son.